Joe, point gained or 2 dropped?
Great question. Being 2-1 down in the 91st minute to equalise, and to my knowledge, the first point we've gained from a losing position, you'd say a point gained. But in the context of the game where territorially, chances, possession, we've dominated, other than giving 2 ridiculous goals away, it is 2 dropped.
And as goals conceded go, they're right up there with the worst this season, potentially.
Yeah, and it's too often. We can't keep putting ourselves in difficult situations for our own individual errors, because it's absolutely killing us. And the boys know it, they know it. And it's, but no, it's becoming a recurring theme, and it's something that's got to stop.
You were in front today, though, through a very good goal from your debutant who played really well, Billy Chadwick.
Yeah, good player, very good player, someone that we've admired for a while, and obviously now the stars have aligned for us to bring him in to get him some games. Ball carrier, makes really positive runs and took his goal really, really well. And at that point, despite the run we've been on, I thought it was only going to go one way, obviously before what happened. But no, to be 2-1 down and obviously a lot of pressure on to then go and get a point, we have to see that as a positive thing now to try and put a run together and get ourselves out of this.
Nerves of steel as well from Scott Pollock. The only one he'd missed was obviously very late in the game at Peterborough, but he wasn't missing that one today, was he?
No, and fair play to him as well. I think everyone in the stadium, you could feel the tension going round, but for him to stick it away was important. But the boys now need to build on this. It's not been acceptable. The run we're on isn't acceptable, and I think everyone can appreciate where we're at, and we are trying to put it together and piece things together to put it right, and we will do. But hopefully today can be the start of something, like you say, one, to stop the rot, and now to try and start a positive run.
Billy obviously coming in and doing well. Luther coming off the bench as well. You've boosted that attacking area, haven't you?
We have, and with 2 lads that will carry the ball, 2 lads that will ask questions. I think Luther, when he came on, was positive in what he did. We all know his qualities. He showed us that when he played against us and tore us apart on that side. And he's a great kid. He wants to learn, he wants to improve, and hopefully he'll come in with us and we can add something to him while he's with us. And obviously being with us for the season as well is a good thing. And yeah, we're excited to see what both of them bring, really.
And still 1 or 2 deals in the offing, and hopefully there might be something happening next week, because you still need 1 or 2, especially with loan deals now expiring. Obviously Sean Pearson gone back, so that's a big miss for you.
Yeah, he's been excellent, Sean. Certainly added a lot of experience back there and something we needed. But Shieldsy now coming back in, hopefully we'll fill that gap. And yeah, in terms of the squad, look, we're not stupid. We know we need to add, we need to improve what we have, and we want to do it, and we want to do it with good people as well as good players, and we aim to do that. We know that loans will get you to a point, but you want to bring in your own faces so that you can start to build something positive and take it forward. And we're always looking at recruitment's a very fluid process. It never stops, and we are on it all the time. But we want to make sure we bring the right ones in, especially at this stage. It's important that we get the right characters in to, first of all, get us out of the situation we're in, and then 2, to take this club forward.
An hour for Luke Shields, and another positive from today.
Yeah, and he got through it, and it says a lot about him, the fact that, yes, we know we need to manage his minutes at the moment, and we knew we had to take him off at some point, but he's been chomping at the bit in training and said, look, I'm ready to go from the start and I'll do as much as I can. And that says a lot about your skipper when he wants to do that. Obviously, Millsy, illness today has killed him a little bit. There's a lot of it going around within the squad, as there is around everybody, to be honest. But he's now getting himself back to his best level. Jordan Burrow, the same. So all of a sudden you get 2 or 3 experienced lads in there. It does make hopefully a positive difference. And then we just have to keep putting the jigsaw together and get some wins on the board.
And Kettering away next Saturday, start of 3 away games in a week. Today, hopefully, is the turning point.
It is, hopefully. So I hope it kills you. But it's it's going to be very tough now with 3 away games against 3 opposition that all have different weapons and will pose you different problems. We know what Kettering is going to be next week. It's going to be a fight. We've got to be up for it. It's not a pitch where you can get the ball down and play pretty football. You've got to go and win your individual battles, land on second phases and make the game as difficult as you can for the opposition, and then take your chances when they come. But at the same time, we'll prepare, we'll get ourselves ready before we worry about the 2 after that. It is 1 game at a time, and that's the one in front of us, so that's the most important one.